Brittany, Texas Longhorns. Longhorn Network is done. Quinn Ewers, to me, is overrated. His numbers last year just weren't good. This is, on paper, the best team in the Big 12, maybe the best roster in the Big 12 in the last 5 years, since a couple of those Oklahoma college football playoff teams. And I still think they find a way to go like 8-4.
I'm hoping, honestly, I hope that everybody kind of plays them with a chip on their shoulder with them leaving and just makes it super difficult for them in every single game. I honestly had them winning quite a few games, but looking at their schedule, just like the other ones we looked at, they have to play Baylor at home. They have to play Alabama at home. And by home, I mean like Alabama and Baylor's home. Kansas, but Kansas has been difficult for them.
Kryptonite in Austin, for sure.
Oklahoma's a neutral site game. And then they end their season with Kansas State, who I think is going to be difficult. They play at TCU, who will be difficult. Yeah. They play Iowa State, which you never know. You know what? I had them winning 0 games, but you never know.
Maybe that's the 1-11. Maybe the Texas game at Iowa State.
I'd be thrilled. If that's the one win, I'd be thrilled.
Yep.
Yeah. And then they end their season with Texas Tech. I mean, it depends. I think they could be good, but I think if they're good, it's going to be a challenge regardless. I would love to see them go out with as many losses as possible. Get rid of the Longhorn Network. I've never been more thrilled in my entire life for anything. Watching the 3 same commercials on repeat multiple times each commercial break. Yep. Can't wait for it to leave.
Never worked. Never really felt like it was going to work. There wasn't a point in time where people thought, oh, great, the Longhorn Network is out, because you can't market it to people outside of the University of Texas. Their fans are so frustrating is a nice word, is a nice word. The fans are so frustrating that nobody else really wants to watch or support. And I love you talk schedule breakdown. And everybody, the Jimmies and Joes, they've got it. They've got a great team. And even if Quinn Ewers is not good, they've got a kid named Manning sitting right behind him. They have a top 5, top 10 roster in college football. They beat Oklahoma 49-0 last year. This is a damn good Texas football team. But what have we learned? Every year, what do we learn? They just lose. The last 15-ish years, they have just lost.
They're disappointing. I mean, they are disappointing, and yeah, their fans are insufferable. I mean, they very much act like on social media, for sure, on Twitter, like nothing bothers them. But the other day, somebody posted some tweet that had the horns up sign, and it said, What do you think when you think of this? And all I did was reverse flip it. I didn't put anything. I didn't say anything. I just reverse flipped it and quote tweeted it. And it had like 250,000 impressions and people yelling at me. Yeah. So, I mean, it's hard to like them. And as far as the Longhorn Network goes to marketing to anybody else, I know at least whenever a game has been on the Longhorn Network that you can only watch it on the Longhorn Network, like a basketball game, it's a migraine every single time. I mean, their announcers are incredibly biased. It's a Texas cheerleading show every single time. So I'm hoping that they do what they do every single year. They choke and we send them out.
That, as is Brett Yormark, who said in remarks in Lubbock yesterday that he plans on Texas Tech beating Texas in Austin, which I thought was great. I had never heard a commissioner come after a team in his conference or tell one team to beat another. That was new to me, which I love that Brett Yormark has such swagger with that. But Brittany, thanks for coming on the show today, bringing in Iowa State, Kansas, Texas quick hitters, wrapping up this conference to an extent. Where can people find you? And was it Big 12 After Dark? That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big 12 After Dark. What a play.
You can either find me on Twitter at Brittany Rose. I have 2 I's, 2 Y's, and 2 E's. Or Big 12 After Dark is my podcast page, and 12 is spelled out with the Roman numerals, so XII After Dark.
Thanks, everybody, for making Locked On Big 12 your first listen every single day. Thank you, Brittany, for joining us. Come back tomorrow. We'll wrap up the week on a Friday as we get into college football this Saturday, right here on Locked On. Thanks again for making it your first listen every single day. Big 12.